You're done. You're good.
All right, welcome to the Las Vegas, Nevada, the Rum Runner Lounge. We are here for the 23rd annual Andy Mercer Memorial Tournament. We have a featured matchup right now on the one-loss side. We have Phil Tatum from Las Vegas, Nevada, and Don McClelland from California. This is a West Coast matchup. Let's see. Phil Tatum opens up the break. He started off, won the flip, and looks like he's got a shot on the one, but he looks like he's going to have to bank it.
Oh,
little safety play. More Murph, can you see from that?
Yeah, I can't tell from my vantage point whether or not he actually hooked him or not. I don't think he did.
Phil plays with a lot of heart.
Well, he definitely plays with his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah.
He gives it, he gives it his all every time he plays. So you gotta love him for that.
Pool hall banger. No, Jose Parica is not playing in this tournament.
Just about every other top player is, except for the ones that went to the World Championships, I believe, in China or something like that. Dennis Acolo and some of those guys aren't here for that reason.
I talked to Francisco Bustamante a couple days ago, and he said he wasn't going to make this event. He went to Louisiana and he did something else on the East Coast he had to do.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt the major Filipino players that made this event, it might as well have been the U.S. Open 9-ball championship.
Sure.
I mean, this is one field.
Anybody, just to let you know, Mitch Ellerman put a 5-pack on Dick Rice earlier today, and he beat him 6-0 in about 15 minutes. Mitch Ellerman put a display of pool that you could only imagine, and it was brilliant. How you doing?
All right, Max Everly stopping by to say hi.
Always nice to see him.
Yeah, Mitch. When I watched Mitch play yesterday, it was just his. Obviously, he's a straight shooter all the way, a straight shooter, but he had the break down to a science. I mean, he was just a medium break and just laying the balls open, and he was getting out with a shot on the one like every rack. And obviously, I didn't see the other match, but obviously that continued today. We put a 5-pack on it.
Definitely continued. It's funny you said science, because to me, it's like he's a scientist on that table. He studies that break. He knows so much about the break, about the cue ball, about the way it hits the maximum speed, the minimum. It's just amazing what he knows is the technical stuff. He's definitely a scientist of pool. It's
there's no doubt. He's a straight shooter and could easily win this tournament. I mean, this is a stout tournament, but Mitch can take this tournament off. Don't think for a second he's an underdog to anybody. Just
not at all. Just now, Phil Tatum playing a 6 on these fast tables, Murph. It's tough because that cue ball you lose control of it, and you don't want to lose that control, especially in game one, because it gets in your head. And he just scratched the cue ball almost hung, but it ended up scratching in the top corner pocket, and it gives an easy run out here for Don McClelland.
I mean, Phil's in a position at his skill level where he needs the breaks to go his way, and starting off like that's going to really put him behind.
Yeah.
Like you said, mentally, and it's an uphill climb, but that's why we like the underdog.
Yeah, we do. He's got to block it out and just keep going. See if we can do that. How's Rocky Phipps doing over there? Can you see that?
Let's see.
3-1.
Yeah.
3-1.
3-1 Rocky, and he's looking like he's snookered right now, trying to figure out how to play it safe. Might give Alex a chance to get back in the match.
Don McClelland made quick work of that easy out there, and he goes up 1-0 against Phil Tatum. Phil's going to have to rack him up here with the 9-ball going on the spot. It's a little different.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have been over that a couple times today about the racking here. Anybody new in the audience, as you can see from the stream now, they're using the magic rack, and the 9 is racked on the spot, and they have to break outside in the box. So that's something new for this tournament. And also, there's no 3-foul rule this year in the tournament. That's something new.
Sure. Yeah, and that played a part. We saw that earlier on one of the streaming matches between Lee Brett and the big O, Oscar Dominguez. Lee was under the impression there was a 3-foul rule, and he played for that. He went that strategy,
yeah, I spoke with Lee about that last night, and then, yeah, he didn't realize that, and of course, even Shane stood up right at that moment and said, "Hey, son, you got to know the rules before you start playing."
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, unfortunately, you hate to say it, but it boils down to that. No.
Well, I mean,
wow, he's got one ball right in the side pocket.
Yeah, they're getting that soft breakdown pretty good. You know, I understand it's a little difficult. You go from tournament to tournament. They've had some inconsistencies with the rules. You know, it's a little different here and there. But,
sure.
You know, you're playing a pretty good little tournament right here. 6,000 for first place. You're going to make sure you're going to know what's up before you get started.
100%. Agreed. 100%. Absolutely. That was a nice little break, soft break there. Break from the box. Don McClelland, he's got a shot on the 2-ball. One went straight in his side. And it looks like he has a pretty good out from here. Pretty easy.
Don't be drinking beer and
I think actually in this tournament, I mean, Mitch ran a 5-pack, but I think this magic rack and breaking and putting the 9 on the spot is slowing some of these champions down a little bit.
Well, everyone except for Mitch Ellerman.
Right. Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, in years past, Shane had that wing ball wired. I think all last year he missed the wing ball once. 15
games in a row?
Yeah. One time out of all the times he broke, he missed the wing ball. So this definitely slowed them guys down. I mean,
sure.
You've seen some of the champions lose to players, you know, that could give the 5-ball to.
Right.
Because it's, you know, it's a short race in a bar tournament. But instead of putting 5-packs on them, there's a little onesie-twosies with this rack.
Yeah. And a couple of the local players, they figured that rack out. They came and they watched Darren actually in the beginning when he first came in. Jason Shaw, Shane Van Boning. They were watching these guys practice. They're watching them, seeing where they were breaking from, and then they copied it. And it seemed to work for him. Like Adam Roberts versus Jason Shaw, 3 times in a row, made that 1-ball right in the side pocket and had a run out. You know, it's nice.
Yeah, I specifically talked to Darren Appleton about that on Thursday night. I was surprised he wasn't out there practicing the break, being that they changed it the way they did. And he assured me that he pretty much had that breakdown. That's a very common practice on the European tour.
Sure.
Have a magic rack style with the 9 on the spot. So he was already used to that.
He got real tough on this 9. He wanted to get up a little higher. Seems like almost a 50-yard line. He's gonna have to cut it. And you never know what happens on these pockets. No problem for him, though.
Split the wicket.
Split the wicket.
He did get a little low on that one, but
well, Don McClelland takes a 2-0 early lead on Phil Tatum here, the Rum Runner Lounge, lovely Las Vegas, Nevada.
I believe Daniel's off making another video take on the scoreboard.
Thanks to Max Eberle. We just got a nice...
Did you put that on your Facebook page?
He posted it on Facebook. Me and Murph doing some commentating. With that 1-ball again in the side. Where'd the cue ball go? I can't see.
Yeah,
right in the drink. Oh my goodness! But he made that 1-ball again, Murph. Right in the side pocket.
They got that down to a couple of those guys got that down to a science, man. Shane's pocketing the one right in the side. I didn't see Mitch's that's 5-pack, but he's probably doing the same thing.
Probably.
I mean, this it's kind of funny. You know, when you're a pro, and you adjust to the game. As the game changes, you adjust, and instead of wiring the wing ball, they just start wiring the one ball. You know.
It's good. You know, it's nice to have this opportunity for the local amateur players to see the pro, see how they adjust to the table speed, adjust to this, adjust to the brakes, do this, do that. It's great. Yes, well, you know, it's not set in stone right now, but Doug, I most likely will be doing. They have a main announcer that used to do WWE, and now he has his own show up in Canada, but he's going to be coming down being the main announcer once a month. I'll be his sidekick, and I think, from what I understand, I will be doing most of the bonus ball events with another pro pool player by my side. Yeah.
Lost 3 or 4 breaks. Couldn't get enough back down.
See, that's the motion I'm talking about with Phil Tatum. He puts that into he seems to lead more with his arm than he does with his.
His mechanics aren't as solid as what you'd like to see.
Right.
But you know, that's something that everybody needs to work on, is getting their mechanics right.
Sure. But like you said, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's here at the Rummer. This is his home. Gino and they're all like very, very good friends.
Oh no, you got to commend him, man.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for saying that.
You know, he puts up his money and gets in here with the champions, man.
He does.
You got to, hats off.
Hats off,
doing
definitely. You know, he. I was talking. I came here about an hour earlier before, and I was talking with Phil. He got on the phone with his wife, and he was like, "Oh, honey, I was being streamed yesterday. I did, and he went hill, and he lost a heartbreaker yesterday, and now he's back on the streaming table today, and he's like, oh, I don't know, honey, if I'm going to be on the Phil, you are on the streaming table, and it might be playing into his head too. He might be a little nervous." As he was on the streaming table, and I was commentating yesterday until I told him.
Well, I'm sure he appreciates that. He puts wears his heart on his sleeve, gets out there, and he's kind of, it's a once in a lifetime kind of chance. I mean,
sure.
Guys like Phil or myself, we don't have a chance to play in front of a large audience like these other pros do. So it's a little nerve wracking, but it's also exciting at the same time. Oh, that is not something you would expect from Don.
No.
But you got to roll.
He did get a roll. The ball knows who's winning.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, like I said before, in order for Phil to get out of this match, he was going to need, basically all the rolls to go his way, plus shoot a little over his head. But, you're not out until you're out.
Exactly. And he might get behind that 9 with that. Did he get a roll there?
I think so.
Wow. Well, McClelland looked across the side, so he didn't look too happy. I think he's got a tough shot here.
Okay, looks like Jason Shaw's trying to take care of business over here. He is up 4-1 on Ronnie Allen. Rocky Phipps is breaking, and he is up 4-1 in that event.
Rocky Phipps is a local player. He's got a beautiful stroke. I mean, I've seen him play a lot. He plays on the 9-footers. I see him a lot over at Mickey's, over at Pool Sharks, pretty much everywhere. Q Club.
Oh, Rocky! I mean, Rocky's a good player. He's I think he won some big youth events as some national events as a youth player.
Oh wow!
He grew up in Cincinnati, I believe.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, while he's a young man and he's got a good game, he could be really sneaky, a sneaky dark horse in this tournament. I mean, it's a bar table tournament, race to 6, and he plays pretty damn good.
He does. And he's a really nice guy. Talking to him, I see him every once in a while. We cross paths, and he's always very friendly. It's nice to get that. It's nice to be around this. Las Vegas has some of the nicest pool players. that I've been around. And, you know, maybe it's just because I'm from New York and everyone whines and complains there. But, you know,
and New York is New York. That's its own.
We're own,
its
yeah,
own thing.
We are. It's sad. I had a pool room up in upstate New York at one point, and I bought a hat, and I had a, you know, with the red circle with the cross with the line going down the middle, and it says no, absolutely positively no whining in my pool room. And it was mostly guys that were, you know, in their 60s and above. Old school mentality.
You gotta give the old timer one pocket players and the golfers a break.
Never. Tatum.
I don't know. That's kind of cool. You grew up in New York. I grew up in Virginia Beach, Virginia. So I grew up with the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
And Barry Berman and Q Master billiards and all that. So it was rich in pool tradition there. And then I happened to move out to Vegas with work, and of course all the players come in and out of town. So I've been very blessed in that aspect of being a pool fan.
Yeah. New York, we got a lot of straight pool that goes up in New York, and I miss that. I love that about the East Coast straight pool.
Yeah, you don't see that much out here. I mean, Max does the 14-1.
Max, yeah, and that's what. And I play a lot with Max and doing that, and I love it. And I might not ever get a shot at the table, but I enjoy being in his presence and watching him.
He's not running 125 and out on you as the whole time.
Well, we played 80 out one time. That was his thing. If he didn't make 80 balls in a row.
Oh, it's 80 no count.
No count, you know. Yeah, he beat me every time. You know,
wow, Justin, don't. You're telling on yourself. The man beat you 80 no count.
Yeah. Yeah.
Max, you're a bad man.
I'm talking. And then we played one time on. He did 50 no count on the tight table one, the 4-inch pockets over at Best Bill. I had no chance.
Well, I tell you what. Yeah, when he's running 50 and you're running 7, it's hard to get there.
Even I'm playing safety. He's doing crazy shots to get out. Things are just his mental game. He's focused, and that's what's amazing.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don McClelland is up 3-0 on Phil Tatum. I don't know what the spread was.
What's the next match on this table?
I'm finding that out.
Okay.
I don't know what the spread was, but it seems like Don's might be covering it right now. One ball.
Switch the view for
right back there again. One ball.
Asked about switching the view. I don't know how to do that myself, so I shall not touch that. I guess he's got the other camera over there, but he has 2 views.
Yeah, he's got 2 views.
When Daniel gets back, I'll ask him about changing up on the views. I don't want to touch the screen. It may shut off.
Murph and I don't want to touch anything because we might lose the feed for days.
Daniel's at the board right now checking what the next match will be. So we'll inform you of that as soon as we get that information. Ronnie trying to get back in the match. Now 4-2, Jason Shaw, Ronnie breaking.
Freddie Boggs versus Jim Carmona.
We got 2 local favorites coming here next game. Jim Carmona versus legendary Freddie Boggs.
Freddie Boggs.
On the TV match. It's going to be exciting. Jim, what do you think? How do you feel about that match?
Oh, no. Jim Carmona's a solid player, but, you know, you got to give the edge to Freddie in the matchup. I mean, Freddie's out of the Baltimore area. A great player. His brother's a great player.
He is.
And
he gave a shout out to his brother.
It should be a good, solid matchup. This is going to be fun to watch for you guys.
Yeah.
Two good players.
Very, very good players. I'm excited for that match. Very excited for that match. Well, we get still 3-0. Don wanted to control that table. He wants to put him away early, but
yeah, Phil's looking at he's in a tough spot. He can see the 2, I believe, but doing something with it, I don't know. Max is over here filming us.
Filming us, filming them, filming this, filming them.
Say hi to YouTube.
What's going on YouTube? Nice to see you.
Hey,
Justin Eck here.
Coming to you from the Rum Runner.
Jim Murphy,
All right.
Rum Runner Lounge. Where are we? Las Vegas, Nevada, as usual. Best pool in the world.
I knew I was in Las Vegas when I saw I was across the street from the Liberace Museum.
And they just came out with Liberace too. That's another thing. Liberace, CeeLo Green out here doing Liberace.
Hey man, Vegas is where it's at. I mean,
is?
this I tell you, I said this a couple times yesterday. This event's one of the best events in the country. It's very intimate. You can get in here. You can talk with the players. You can get around close to the tables. You can see it's not like a big arena event, right. and it's almost a U.S. Open style field. I mean, this field is amazing.
Absolutely.
And you can get in here and you can BS with the likes of Max and Shane and Lee Brett and Darren Appleton and Jason Shaw. These guys are all friendly. You know what I mean? And that's, so you can get out here and just have a good time.
Yeah.
So
you couldn't have put that any better.
I mean, this Rum Runner puts on a hell of a field. Adding 3,700 to this event,
That's
6,000
an odd number,
for
though.
first.
What's 3,700?
I don't know how they.
It's an odd number. 37.
Yeah, they had 3,700 to the event.
I think we're going to put $3,764.
Yeah.
That's right. Caleb Vandanger Shark, right? So that's the point. Like between the rappers, to say. By the way, if anybody wants to find out more about community stuff, Caleb Vandanger Shark is here right now. So call out to all people who want community products. We have a full display here. Come on down.
Yes. Who's there?
Caleb Vandanger Shark. No, Danger Shark. Well, good. You can tell that story. But, okay. So I'm going to call my guy, John Bertone, and make sure he knows about it. Appreciate it.
All right, they're racking up. Hey, Justin, I heard Kamui Tips was in the house.
In the house. Caleb Von Danger Shark is here. He is representing Kamui products. He has a whole line of display. You should come down if you have any problems. We have Joe Klimchek here, who's also doing the repairs and the Q-tips, putting tips on. You can get all your Kamui work stuff done here, and we have a lot of stuff. He's got I know he's got tips and chalk and different things from Kamui.
Oh yeah. That's all that stuff is great. Matter of fact, my tip of choice is a Kamui Black Soft.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love that tip. And those gator tip tools are amazing. Great tip tools.
One ball again in the side. Now, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Since it's Kamui Black Soft, you have about, I'd say, what, 2,000 to 3,000 cues in your collection? Do you put them on every one of them? I mean, don't you have a lot of cues? I know you're a cue collector. I know.
No, I kind of bought and sold cues for a little while. I'm down to 2 or 3 now. But,
wow.
My playing cue was to get Kamui Black Soft for the most part. I really enjoy it. It lasts a long time. You put it on there, it maybe mushrooms once, then you get it shaped up, and then it just stays great. And I highly suggest the gator tip tool is the way to go on that.
Now, Torsten Holman, dear friend of mine, and he loves that. And he got to play out he almost made that 9 ball. And he got to play out when he was in Japan, and he got to hang out there and then get everything from. He was at the factory actually. Learned how to make the tips, how to put them on. It was amazing. Yeah, and he said, but Caleb Von Danger Shark, you can get him on Facebook. You look him up, friend him. It's really beneficial. Again, his name is Caleb, C-A-L-E-B, Von, V-O-N, Danger Shark, just like it's pronounced. And you can find him on Facebook, and he is the distributor here for Kamui products, and you can find he's got everything. And right now, if you come down to the Rum Runner, if you need to, if somebody's in the area, you want to get a new tip, it's available.
Oh yeah.
And then you get to put it right back on. You get to put on right here too.
That's right. Yeah, Joe will take care of you. The chalk. I haven't used the chalk yet, so I am looking forward to that. The Kamui chalk. Love the tips. Love the gator tip tool. But no personal experience with the chalk yet. I'm gonna have to get me some of that.
I'm a chalker. It keeps me in rhythm. I take it, boom. I chalk. I shoot chalk. With the Kamui, you don't have to shoot. You have to chalk for a while. So it threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, because a lot of players, their pre-shot routine is to chalk the cue while they're mulling over their next shot. And you won't have to do that as much with Kamui, as I understand.
It's true. It's true. Well, it looks like he's going to go up. He's going to go on the hill right here. I don't foresee any obstacles. So he is, well, he concedes that game, Phil Tatum, and 5-0 right now. Phil Tatum is down on the one-loss side. Don McClelland has a chance to put him away. He wants to break and run, wants to snap a 9, anything. Hey, can you give us an update on the other tables right now?
Okay, we have Jason Shaw and Ronnie Allen. Jason is on the hill. It is 5-2, and Ronnie's made a beautiful kick shot. He's determined to get back in this match. And then we have John Lalo against Ernie, another local player. John Lalo is winning 4-2. And Rocky Phipps is on the hill and shooting 6-1 or 5-1 on the hill. And looks like he's in line. I suspect he's going to get out and take care of that match.
Ready to go right now. Adam, no. Well, okay. But he wants to watch Max and Brian or okay, no, never mind. 10 minutes, just right when you're ready, and I'll tell Adam. Yeah. If that's the case, you can't get up. I'll text you my way.
Okay, the match between Jason Shaw and Ronnie Allen is over. Jason Shaw, the victor.
So how are we looking there? What happened here?
It just ended. I don't know.
The straight shooter got it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Lee Brett gets back up here. He's going to be on table number 4 against Ace Brown from Ogden, Utah. So we got opposite ends of the world here.
Liverpool versus Ogden, Utah.
Isn't, don't they, yeah, Liverpool, Ogden.
I was messing with Lee last night, and I said, hey, man, I thought the tough side of that area was Glasgow. He said nothing happens without Liverpool's approval. So, Lee set me straight. He said Liverpool's where it's at.
You know, it's amazing with Lee is the fact that he has a real grasp on American sports betting-wise. The guy, he'll post his picks on Facebook about pro NFL picks and this and that, and he'll take 6-teamers or whatever. He's usually getting 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 6. It's amazing, and he's a soccer player.
That's a beautiful cue he's shooting with.
Gorgeous.
I'd have to ask him about.
Well, Jason Shaw
kind of has a kind of steady look to it, but I'm not sure if that is.
I don't know.
Oh, I'll have to ask him about that. I'm a cue enthusiast, as you heard earlier,
yeah.
So I get distracted by shiny objects.
Murphy, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be exciting. On table number 2, we have Max Eberly versus Brian Miller. Max Eberly is the teacher, and Brian Miller is the student. This is a classic matchup. I think Brian Miller can take this.
That's a very optimistic look.
I'm pulling for Brian. There's Brian. Hold on. Just right here, I got Brian Miller.
Wait, Brian Miller,
quick. Brian Miller, you're about to play Max Eberly, your mentor, your teacher. How do you feel about this match?
Well, I'm just hoping not to embarrass myself. I've drank more than enough alcohol to soothe the pain, and I might get lucky and snap 1 or 2 up.
I loved it. I love the optimism.
Brian said he's primed for the match.
He's primed for the match. The alcohol is in his system. It's Las Vegas, people. No matter what time it is, we're drinking.
Maybe he'll just tackle him before he gets to the table.
I think, you know, Adam Roberts and Brian Miller play a lot together. I think Adam wants to defeat a pro just like Adam did, or Brian wants to defeat a pro just like Adam did.
Hey, if Adam can knock off Jason Shaw, Brian can knock off Max Everly.
I'm going to have to disagree there, but no, that was again we're both very optimistic. Brian Miller's a very, very great guy and a student of the game, loves it. He's increased his ability over the years immensely. You know, he went from and he was like a 6 to 6'5" to a 7, and he just keeps growing. He's playing at about an 8 speed right now. You know, tournament jitters. Especially now, playing against his hero, Max Everly, playing on table 2.
So if Max loses, it'll probably help him get more students. Oh yeah, if he teaches up a guy good enough to make it to where he can beat him, maybe that will get him some.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's what we're doing out here in Las Vegas. I don't know if you heard about that. With Rodney Morris. Rodney's a dear friend. We are making Team Rocket. We're going to be putting a Southern Nevada 9-ball team in, and we're sponsored by Rocket Rodney Morris, and he's going to coach, and he's going to play a couple weeks, you know, with us, and you never know.
Wow, that's the first I heard of that.
Right?
That's excellent.
Yeah, you know, I brought that to him. He's very excited about it. Because he's a teacher too, you know. And you know what about Rodney with his teaching? Anybody can understand it.
Well, I wouldn't know who said Camuis weren't no good. It must have been, you know, I can't understand. There's not too many haters on Camuis out there. They're an excellent tip, the top tip in the marketplace today.
Yeah, bacon, right? Yeah.
Kamui Black Soft. It plays about it like a medium because they have the super soft. They start the super soft, medium, hard. So you can be like one level under what you think you want, and that's where you're at.
I really am excited about it. Great.
All right, back to our streaming match. Don's got it all but taken care of. He's winning. He's on the hill, 5-0.
That's my other test. That's the one that's worth a
He is a connoisseur of
Murphy's titles.
I haven't seen one of those.
His tournament hopes alive here. He's down 5-0. Can we see a comeback here? That's the question. And
over the years, every time I take it in, he always says to me, "Piece of shit, make better cues." He always takes it personally. And I had to have the ferrules replaced.
Would you like to commentate for a little bit?
Sure, I can do that.
I mean, just going to take a break.
I wanted to.
So anyway,
when this match was
5 minutes ago, and he does the ferrules, so I remember that piece of shit.
Okay.
When next time I weigh up the races, anybody offers you 6,000 to take it. So even Tad realizes that this has a one-off.
2 minutes, think about it. Head back. Can you hold on? Yes.
You're just doing a miserable job, so he wants to get you the hell out of
I'm excited because I wanted. Murph and I are good friends with the next 2 players, so we wanted to get this one down. And then we'll dump it. You know, Murph, with a lot of the times with new equipment and new stuff, somebody gets it, they play bad, you know, and they play. They not adjusted to it yet. They get frustrated, and that's it's tough, you know.
No, I mean, you know, anything. I mean, they've only been around a few years now. So,
sure.
But they've taken the pool world by storm, though. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
Everybody was using the Moray and the Kamui tips, and now they've, for the most part, I'd say, you don't see too many players with the Morays. You see them with almost all of them with the Kamui tips these days. I mean,
sure.
It's just a good, reliable. I mean, it gets great action. It doesn't mushroom out on you. It holds chalk well, and for those guys with a pure stroke, that you know, not miscuing is probably one of the biggest things for them.
Well, you saw it there. on the premier table, Phil Tatum.
That wasn't nice, Big Marshall.
You know, and he's a casino. No, he's a VIP host at a casino at the Flamingo. So I think he'd probably seen his yeah. Yeah, but good tournament, good try, Phil Tatum. My hat goes off to you again, like Murphy said. You know, just playing and putting your money up, playing in this event, being with the pros, it's something. It says something about your character, and he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he gave it a try. But McClelland gets it.
Over? Okay, I have to stop and start the recording and reintroduce the next recording. So go ahead, wrap it. Go ahead and wrap it.
And that's all she wrote for Mr. Don McClelland. Moves on the one-loss side, so we'll see him a little later. Thank you so much for that match from beautiful Rum Runner, Las Vegas, Nevada.